Vision always wakes up before you do, long before the alarm clock sounds, long before the body even stirs from sleep. There is a voice inside that whispers of nations, possibilities, solutions, and purpose. Jack Ma didn't build Alibaba because he was smarter than others. He built it because his vision shook him out of obscurity. His eyes saw what didn't yet exist. While others were waiting for permission, Jack Ma was moving with conviction. He understood that vision doesn't wait for perfect conditions, it thrives in resistance. Before the marketplace was online, before China believed in the internet, before investors believed in him, vision already believed in itself. And it demanded a response. Every morning, vision demands a decision. It's not asking how you feel, it's commanding what you will do. There are people who wake up to alarm clocks, and then there are people who wake up to assignments. The difference between existence and destiny is whether you live to survive the day or to serve the vision. Jack Ma did not begin with money, influence, or elite education. He began with something far more powerful, an inner picture that wouldn't leave him alone. A picture that said, "There is a problem, and you are the solution." This habit of waking up to vision is not about motivational moments. It's about mental clarity. It's about training your mind to seek direction before it seeks distraction. Before he answered emails, he answered his assignment. Before he faced critics, he faced the mirror. Before the world could see it, he had already rehearsed it within. That is the secret of greatness. It's not in what others see, but in what you refuse to unsee. The habit of vision is not optional if you want to lead. Every day must begin with a question: what am I building today that will live beyond me? What structure am I aligning that will carry others when I'm gone? Jack Ma's day didn't start with business plans. It started with belief. A belief that purpose is not something you chase, it's something you release. And if you don't wake up to your vision, you'll wake up to someone else's. Discipline is the womb of success. It is not emotional, it is structural. Talent can dream, but only discipline has the hands to build. Talent can imagine the palace, but only discipline lays the bricks. Jack Ma was never the most talented in the room. He failed his entrance exams multiple times, was rejected from dozens of jobs, even from KFC. But while others used their rejection as a mirror, he used it as a map. He didn't rely on talent, he cultivated routine. He understood that success is not a gift, it is a system. The world does not reward your potential, it rewards your process. You don't rise by accident. You rise by alignment. Discipline is not about being rigid, it's about being focused. Jack Ma created rhythms, waking early, journaling thoughts, reading new ideas, walking through problems mentally before they arose physically. While others were reacting to the day, he was directing it. While others were posting opinions, he was studying objections. Discipline doesn't just protect your time, it perfects your thinking. It cleans your mental room so clarity can sit down. It closes doors so opportunity can enter through the right one. Greatness doesn't begin in grand decisions. It begins in small disciplines, the discipline of showing up, the discipline of silence when emotions rise, the discipline of finishing even when inspiration fades. Jack Ma didn't just dream of success, he scheduled it. He didn't wait for the right time. He created a consistent time. There's a formula that destiny honors. What you do daily becomes what you carry permanently. If your habits are scattered, your future will be too. But if your day is intentional, your impact will be undeniable. Most people fail not because they lack ability, but because they resist accountability. Discipline is your silent partner. It doesn't clap for you, it carries you. It doesn't post about your work, it protects it. Jack Ma understood that the world gives trophies for public wins, but only discipline gives tools for private battles. And if you can win in private, public success will have no choice but to follow. Because when you build in silence, you cannot be broken by noise. Time is the great equalizer. Everyone receives the same 24 hours, but not everyone receives the same outcome. Time does not multiply for the rich and shrink for the poor. It does not speed up for the wise or slow down for the lazy. Time only does one thing. It reveals, it uncovers what is hidden, it exposes what is planted, it magnifies what is neglected. Jack Ma didn't ask for more time, he mastered what was already given. He didn't pray for longer days, he prepared for sharper focus. Because time is not a problem to be solved, it's a mirror to be respected. The difference between mediocrity and mastery is not found in the calendar, it is found in the clock within. Jack Ma treated every moment like a seed. He understood that wasted time is not harmless, it's a stolen harvest. He studied when others slept, he planned when others panicked. While most people were asking, "How much time do I have?" he was asking, "What will time say about me when I'm gone?" Because time is a faithful recorder. It remembers how you used it. It remembers whether you planted or played. It remembers if you spent your life or invested it. Time is a currency, but unlike money, you can't earn more of it. You can only exchange it wisely. When Jack Ma gave time to learning, it repaid him with vision. When he gave time to listening, it returned with solutions. And when he gave time to building, it multiplied into legacy. Not because time did something magical, but because he didn't misuse it. The truth is, time doesn't make you rich, it shows whether you are already wealthy inside. It shows your character, your choices, your consistency. People who complain about time are often hiding from responsibility. But those who understand time are never in a rush, they're in alignment. Jack Ma didn't rush to become a billionaire. He moved in sync with time's rhythm. He showed up day by day, idea by idea, meeting by meeting, until time stood up and revealed what was always planted. Because time doesn't speed up success, it simply waits for you to become who you said you would be, and once you do, time introduces you to the world. Growth never visits comfort. Where comfort lives, purpose packs its bags. Jack Ma didn't rise because he avoided pressure. He rose because he made pressure a companion. While many seek ease, he sought endurance. While others tried to escape challenges, he studied them, because he understood that discomfort is not the enemy of success, it is the engine of transformation. Every day he stepped into what most run from rejection, misunderstanding, doubt, failure. But he didn't treat them as obstacles, he treated them as instructors. Daily discomfort is not about suffering, it's about stretching. Jack Ma stretched his thinking by asking hard questions. He stretched his skills by entering unfamiliar rooms. He stretched his courage by standing in front of investors who laughed at him, but he kept showing up. He kept learning, he kept expanding, because he knew that pain is not the end of the process. It is the beginning of power. Most people want to grow without groaning. They want results without resistance. But life doesn't work that way. Anything that grows must break through something. Seeds break soil, muscles break fiber, diamonds break pressure, purpose breaks comfort. Jack Ma created a lifestyle where discomfort became normal. He wasn't addicted to ease, he was addicted to evolution. He understood that you can't become exceptional by avoiding what makes others afraid. You become exceptional by mastering what they ignore. That means waking up to uncertainty and still moving. That means speaking even when your voice shakes. That means making decisions when the path isn't clear and trusting the process over the applause. The daily discomfort of uncertainty, of risk, of loneliness, it didn't shrink him. It shaped him. Every level of greatness is guarded by discomfort, and most never arrive because they turn back at the gate. But Jack Ma kept walking, not because it was easy, but because he stopped expecting it to be. Billionaires are not made in relaxation, they are refined in resistance, and the ones who last are the ones who make daily discomfort a permanent address. Because when you get used to discomfort, fear loses its grip. When you get used to discomfort, failure becomes information. When you get used to discomfort, destiny becomes familiar, and that's the zone where greatness grows.